ಇದು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಉತ್ತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮದು ಚಿನ್ನಿಯಾಟ. ಚಿನ್ನಿಯಾಟ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಕೈಬೊಂಬೆ ಆಟ. ಇದು ಏನಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಇರೋದಿಷ್ಟೇ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬೆರಳು. ಇದು ಒಂಚೂರು ಉದ್ದ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ಉದ್ದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ವೇರಿ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ದ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಟು ಕವರ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕವರ್ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಪ್ಲೇ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. And this is there. Idu Chinniyata. Namma Chinniyattada Raja. This is Chinniyata puppet of Karnataka. That is Gulabo Sitabo of UP. Uttar Pradesh. Idella we have Moodalapaya Yakshagana. The region of Mysore, Tumkuru, Bengaluru, about 200 kilometers. We have practiced Moodalapaya Yakshagana puppets, and these are made by me. ಇದು ರಿವೈವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಈಚನೂರು ಶೈಲಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ
ಈಚನೂರು ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಂತ
ಅದು ಭಾಗವತ ಶೈಲಿ ಇದೆ.
ಭಾಗವತ ಶೈಲಿ.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ರಿವೈವಲ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ಅಸ್. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಬರ್ಟಿ ಥರ ಕಾಣ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೂಡಲಪಾಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣ
ಅಲ್ವೇ.
ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಮ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೇವರೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. And these are puppets of Sri Lanka.
Oh, ಇದು Sri Lanka.
These are made out of mango wood. In Karnataka, the puppets are made out of buruga, which is bombax cotton, or shivani wood, which is a superior wood for carving. That is also lightweight. And sometimes we use neem for the bodies. Idu namma rakshasa. And in puppetry, in Karnataka puppetry, the color scheme of the puppet is in accordance with the guna of the puppet, rajas, tamas and satvik. So it is said in Bharata that if you can do the works of Mahakavi Kalidasa and then Bhasa and then Vyasa and Maharshi Valmiki's, then you are all right. So we have attempted all except Bhasa. We have done Kalidasa, we have done Maharshi's Valmiki and Vyasa. This is also a puppet of Karnataka done by me. So we are going to have a seminar on wood material issues in puppetry. Nodi, this is because of water evaporation in a seasoned wood, so called seasoned wood. So
adu bala mukya.
We are doing material so that namma admele it remains and problems are solved. This is again from Uttar Pradesh. These are rod puppets of Uttar Pradesh. ಇದು ಕೈಲಾಸಂ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದೊಂದು ಕೈಲಾಸಂನ ಹಾಡುಗಳಿವೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಆರ್ ಸಿಂಹ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ಇದು ಜರಾಸಂಧ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ಅದು ಹಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬೀನ್ ಮೈ ಇದು
ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ.
ಹೌದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಾಜಸೂಯ ಯಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಕಮ್. ಇವಳು ಕಣ್ಣು ಅಳ್ಳಾಡ್ಸೋ ಬೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಲಿಡ್ ಡು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇವಳಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜಡ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಲೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ Pavakathakali style ornamentation, we have done gold foil and wood ornamentation. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಕುಲ ಸಹದೇವ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇವ್ರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎದೆಹಾರ, ಕಸೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ನಾಟ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪರಂಪರಾ. ಇದು ಅನದರ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶಿಶುಪಾಲ. ವೆನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸುದರ್ಶನ ಚಕ್ರ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಅವೇ. ಹೌದು, ಅದ ಕಾಣ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಎತ್ತಿದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಟಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಚಕ್ರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅವೇ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ known for its trick puppets, which we have done many
performance ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. we have done performances.
Yes. Good. ಇದು performing puppets ಎಲ್ಲ. This is of Dongir Putulu, West Bengal. ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಮುಖ, terracotta faces, and they are also held like Uttar Pradesh has followed their style of play.
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಇದು ಸೈಜಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಪಪೆಟು ಇದು ಕಲಿಪುರುಷ, ಕಲರ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಸೈಜಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಸೀನ್. 100 years ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೀನ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್. ತಿರುಕನ ಕನಸು ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಟಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಿಸ್, ಬೆಲ್ಜಿಯಂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀಸ್. leather puppets. Idu we perform and idu leather puppets of different parts of the world. This is Javanese and mele irodu Karnataka puppets ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಜಾವನೀಸ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್, ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಾಲಿ.
ಬಾಲಿ
ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಹನುಮಂತ ಆಫ್ ಸುಂದರಕಾಂಡ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೇರಳ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರೋದು ಜಾಬ್ರಿ, ಪಾವಕಥಕಳಿ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಹಾಗೆ ಬೆನೀರ್ ಪುತುಲ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್. ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಫೇಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆರಕೋಟ. ಇದು ಕರಾಕುರಿ ನಿಮ್ಗ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಜಪಾನ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಥಾಸರಿತ್ ಸಾಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೀಲಾ ಜೊತೆ. ಇದರ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖನ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದಾ?
ಆಫ್ ಸೋಮಪ್ರಭೆ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೆಕನೈಸ್ ಟಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಅ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಜಪಾನ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ನೌ.
ಸೂಪರ್.
ಇದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಲೆದರ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಯರ್ ಲೆದರ್. ಇದು ಗಂಡಬೇರುಂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಶೋದಿದು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಶೋ. ರಾಜಸೂಯಾಗಸ್ ದ್ರೌಪದಿ ಪರಿಣಯ, ರುಕ್ಮಿಣಿ ಪರಿಣಯ ಎಲೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಸೀನ್, ಅದ್ರ ಪಪೆಟ್ಟು. ಇದು ನವರಾಣಿ ಕುಂಜರ, ಅವರು ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ದ್ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರುಕ್ಮಿಣಿ ಆನ್ ಟಾಪ್. ಇದು ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ಲಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಪೆಟ್. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಇದು ಬಾಲಿನೀಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಿನ್ನಿಯಾಟ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇನ್, ಈಜಿಪ್ಷಿಯನ್ ಬೆಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್, ಅದು ಜರ್ಮನಿ, ಇದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡು, ಚೆಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್, ಬಲ್ಗೇರಿಯಾ. ಇವರು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಸಿಟೆಡ್ ದ ಧಾತು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ದು ಅವರು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾರ್ಖಂಡಿನ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ಗಳದು. ಇದು ಬಾಲಿ ದ್ವೀಪದ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ವಾಲಿ ಸುಗ್ರೀವ, ಸೀತೆ, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಣ, ಹನುಮಂತ, ರಾಮ ಇದಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇವನು ಗರುಡ, ಕುಂಭಕರ್ಣ, ಶೂರ್ಪಣಕ, ವಿಭೀಷಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕುಂಭಕರ್ಣ.
ಸೂಪರ್.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾಲಿ ದ್ವೀಪ, ಬಾಲಿ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಲಿ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು ನೇಪಾಲೀಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅದು ದ್ವಂದ್ವ, ಒಂದು ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ದ್ವಂದ್ವವನ್ನು ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಥೈಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್, ಜಾರ್ಖಂಡ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ಸ್.
ಏನು ರಿಚ್ ಆಗಿ decorated.
See, the Thai puppets have the patronage of the king. So they are royal theatre. Even in India we have had royal theatre and we have had nomadic theatre. So we want to take puppetry to the royal theatre level. That is our aim. Idu we have puppets of Rajasthan and Gujarat. This is from Gujarat. And I have one more puppet from Gujarat on that side.
Correct.
ಇದು ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ್ ಜೈಪುರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ.
ಇದು ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ್ದು
ಕಟ್ಪುತ್ಲಿ.
ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಜೈಸಲ್ಮರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿ
ರೈಡರ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
ನೈಸ್. ಇದು ಮಣಿಪುರ್, ಅಗೇನ್ ರಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇದು ವನದೇವತಾ. We worked with singer Ila Paliwal, who is from New York. Our music ge through Ricky Cage is there in Bangalore. ಅವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಫಿಲ್ಹಾರ್ಮಾನಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಂಡನ್, ಗ್ರಾಮಿ ಅವಾರ್ಡೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ, ಅವರು ಇವ್ರ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ದ ಪಪೆಟ್ರಿ ಹಿಯರ್. ಎಡಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್.
ಇದನ್ನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್
ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ನಾವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಶೋ ದೇ ಎಡಿಟೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಇದು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸತ್ಯಭಾಮೆ ಮೆನಿ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ರಾಮಾನುಜ. ಇದು ಕುದುರೆ ಸವಾರ. ಇದು ನೀವು ಜೈಸಲ್ಮೇರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಆಳ್ವಾರ್ಗಡ್ಡು, ಪುಷ್ಕರು, ಆ ರೀಜನ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಇದು ಮೇಲೆ ವೆನಿಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ ನಾನಾ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳ ಗೊಂಬೆಗಳು. ಚೆಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ತುಂಬ ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಈ ಪುನಶ್ಚೇತನ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಸತಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸು, ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗು. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್.
ಸೂಪರ್. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಅಗತ್ಯ.
ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ವರ್ಷನೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ, ನೋಡೋಣ. ಅದೇ ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಅಲ್ವೇ?
ಹೌದು.
ಈ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್
ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಇವಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪಜಲ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಪಪೆಟ್ ಪಜಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೀನ್ದೆ ಇದು. ಭಕ್ತ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದು ಚೆಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಅ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್. ಇದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಯಜಮಾನರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ವಿದ್ಯಾಶಂಕರ್ ಮೇಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. This is a present from Peruche Theatre. This is a Belgium. This is a present from London. This from South America. This is from Venice. And that is a present from Italy, Bergamo. Bergamoli, I went to teach our puppetry. And this is the story of our puppet theatre.
Good.
So we have
Wonderful,
classes
madam.
for small groups of. We
people.
have students from overseas come. We have a PPT available.
ಹೌದು.
And
That's good. That's wonderful. You have done a good job. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ representing the whole world.
Yes. With a
In
focus
this
on
museum.
our state.
Our style and culture.
And Indian puppetry also, Sumaru, we are trying to bring in the commonality.
ಹೌದು.
Because they go with different names.
ಹೌದು.
Even though it's pretty much similar, the identity, we are trying to make it a pan-Indian identity rather than localized is good, it should stay. In addition, we have to have a larger identity.
ಲೋಕಲ್ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೋಕಲ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Yeah.
ಬಟ್ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್.
Similar, because all of us do Ramayana stories,
ಅದೇನೆ,
Krishna
characters.
stories. We are very similar in that.
ಗುಡ್ ಅಮ್ಮ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಜಾಬ್, ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್.
Thank you, thanks for coming all the way. Please come.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ಪ್ರಿಯ ಲೀಲಾವತಿಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಐಡಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ 4 arms. How many avatars did he have? So we get 24. 4 into 3 into 2. It is a mathematical combination problem. So adu factorial 4, that is what it is. So factorial 4 gives us 24 avatars as mentioned in the Bhagavata. So we did this puppet. We did that in IIT Bombay, Bhaskaracharya's Leelavati. We should repeat it for the local students.
ಲೋಕಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು.
Trigonometry ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. And these are masks of different spaces.
ಹೌದು.
Balinese, Jharkhand, Orissa, and then Purulia.
ಹುರುಳಿಯ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸೇ ತಾನೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್, ಚೌ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಸ್
So
ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್.
masks ಇದೆ of
ಮಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್.
different. And here we have experiential center for string. ಇದು experiential space. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೋದು ಹೌ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ ಅ ಪಪೆಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ಯಾಡೋ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಆ ಶ್ಯಾಡೋ ಪಪೆಟ್ಟು ಆಡಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗು ರಾಡು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ರಾಡು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್. ನಮ್ಮದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಪೆಟ್ಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ
ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಹೌಸ್,
ಸೂಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಸಾರ.
ಹೌದು ಹೌದು. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ,
ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಬೈ ಕಲರ್, ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಲೇಬಲ್ಸ್.
ಇದು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಡು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು
ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿ ಡೂ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 80-100 ಪೀಪಲ್. ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೌದು. ಗುಡ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
So hands on we are trying to teach school children about puppetry. It becomes at close quarters.
ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಡನ್ ಅಲ್ವೇ, ಅದು ಮುಖ್ಯ.
ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ವುಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ,
ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಬೇಸಿಂದ ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮರ ತರಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕಿ,
ಸೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಹೌದು,
ಜಾಗ ಸೆಂಟ್ರ್ ಲೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮುಖ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀವಿ.
ಹೌದು.
ಸೊ ಮೂಗು, ಬಾಯಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಳಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗಲ್ಲ ಆಚೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಡವೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶೇಪ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್. ಓಕೆ ಬರಲಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎನಾಮೆಲ್ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಜಾಬ್. They were interested and we didn't have pressure. See, in this space, we have just focused on work. And we have come out with results of learning. Illa, it is not showcasing agala. Nidavana ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು we have to work.
Slowly.
And if they do a few more, they will be good
skill ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. They get this skill.
So we have the technology with us. So ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ January 3rd, 4th and 5th we have performances.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್. ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್. Tomorrow. So this is Dr. B.V. Rajaram.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್. Welcome.
He's from the theatre.
Okay.
He has scripted, performed. He's a research scholar. And he's a great advisor, good friend of all people in theatre in Bengaluru or Karnataka, I must say. He's also been in Rangayana in Karnataka, and we are from the same college.
Okay.
PUC, National College, which is known for its support of the arts.
Theatre.
It's a very old college, pre-independence, and so he has grace
I want
today.
to come early, but morning I had a meeting with Balan Nambia. So it took some time.
Traffic.
Sir, and coming back, I had one directors meeting, I had a joint secretary meeting. There was an urgent meeting with secretary culture. So
I'm happy you're here.
2:10 only it was over. Then
No, you are early come.
well, I just want to be early also.
Come.
I don't want people to wait for.
You have seen the museum already.
Yeah, I have seen
we will go there. Hi Jason, he's a very renowned architect of Bengaluru.
Okay.
Very eco-friendly, brilliant person. Welcome.
You got all the bills.
Namaste. Welcome, sir. Please come. This is Sri K.K. Gopalakrishna on the folk arts of Kerala. He's a scholar. Theyyam specifically. Theyyam is his love.
I'm from the North Kerala.
I love the Kerala. I used to be the Kerala travels. I used to go every year.
He's a great renowned architect of Bengaluru. And Dr. B.V. Rajaram is a theatre personnel, very senior theatre personnel, a researcher, scholar, and a practitioner also. Hard to find a combination. So he understands problems of both sides.
Then you'll find our doctors very interesting. We live with a lot of doctors.
Yeah.
So please come.
This is my chairman, listen.
Chairman is there. Come.
I'm fine. Please, sir.
Couple wear, you can wear. Come. Watch your step. Yeah, I need somebody to introduce. Namaste. Prakriti, please introduce the students. Bare. Ha, you can introduce them.
ಏನು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
मैम ये कल के सीक्वेंस का
ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. I request everybody to take their seats so we can start the valedictory function. ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಧಾತು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಉತ್ಸವ 2025 ಪಾವಕಥಕಳಿ ಪುತ್ಥಳಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರದ ಸಮಾರೋಪ ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. I, Maithili Shikarpur, member of Dhaatu team, would like to extend a warm welcome to one and all to this valedictory program of Pavakathakali hand puppet workshop, a Dhaatu workshop series as a part of Dhaatu International Puppet Festival 2025, which is being hosted and supported by South Zone Cultural Center in association with Dhaatu. This has been a 12-day long workshop and has been ably mentored by Sri Ratish K from Palakkad, Kerala. This event is also being live streamed on YouTube on the South Zone Cultural Center website. We now commence this event in an auspicious manner with an invocation. ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದಿಯೋಳು ನಿನ್ನ ಪಾದ ಪೂಜಿಸಿದ ಧರ್ಮರಾಯ ಸಾಧಿಸಿದ ರಾಜ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಬಂಧ ವಿಘ್ನ ಕಳೆಯೋ ನೀ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಹಿಂದೆ ರಾವಣನು ಮದದಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಪೂಜಿಸದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ರಾವಣನು ಮದದಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಪೂಜಿಸದೆ ಸಂಧರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮಂಗಳ ಮೂರುತಿ ಗುರು ರಂಗ ವಿಠಲನ ಪಾದ ಮಂಗಳ ಮೂರುತಿ ಗುರು ರಂಗ ವಿಠಲನ ಪಾದ ಭೃಂಗನಿ ಪಾಲಿಸೋ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲ್ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ. With this auspicious start, we further continue lighting of the lamp. I request the chief guests for today, Dr. B.V. Rajaram, Sri K.K. Gopalakrishnan, Sri Vidyashankar Hoskere, Sri Vadiraj Meghlal, Sri Sampat Kumar, Srimati Radha Sampat, and Srimati Anupama Hoskere to kindly do the needful of lighting the lamp. I now request the chief guest for this evening, Dr. B.V. Rajaram, Sri K.K. Gopal Krishnan, Sri Vidyashankar Hoskere, guest of honor, Sri Vadiraj Meghlal, and the Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Secretary, Sri Sampath Kumar, Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Treasurer, Srimati Radha Ma'am, and Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Director, Padma Shri Srimati Anupama Hoskere, to kindly come on to the dais. I now call upon Srimati Prakriti Hoskere, member of Dhaatu team, to introduce Dhaatu and the directors. Thank you.
Namaskara. Welcome to the Valedictory function of the 13-day-long Pavakathakali hand puppet carving workshop. We're very grateful for all your presence and a warm welcome to all our guests chief guests on the dais. A little bit about Dhaatu for those who do not know. Dhaatu is a puppet theatre and culture education center and platform, a not-for-profit organization in Bengaluru. Dhaatu was founded in 2004 with the aim of bringing India's great treasure troves of stories from historical epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata, literary masterpieces of poetic greats such as Bhasa and Kalidasa, as well as stories from the Panchatantra and the many stories of India's great sages, kings, and thinkers. Dhaatu specializes in the use of the ancient art forms of doll keeping and puppetry to tell stories. And about our director, a warm welcome to our founding directors, Srimati Anupama Hoskere and Sri Vidyashankar Hoskere. Vadiraj sir, please join us on the stage. Anupama Hoskere, a Padma Shri awardee, is a master puppeteer and founder director of Dhaatu Puppet Theatre in Bengaluru. Alongside her formal education in engineering and science, she received early training in Carnatic music, Bharatanatyam, and traditional Karnataka puppetry. In 2004, she co-founded Dhaatu with Sri Vidyashankar Hoskere to showcase India's rich storytelling traditions through puppetry, integrating dance and theatre into elaborate productions. Globally recognized, she has received prestigious awards including the Central Sangeet Natak Academy Puraskar for puppetry and also the Erasmus Mundus UN Scholar in puppetry. We are also happy to share her latest awards in 23-24 from Kalakshetra Foundation. She was felicitated after receiving her Padma Shri on the 120th anniversary celebrations of Rukmini Devi Arundel at Kalakshetra, Chennai in February 2024. Srimati Anupama Hoskere received the FAS Sri Ratna Award 2024 presented by the Chembur Fine Arts Society in Chembur, Mumbai. She also was felicitated at the Rupak Mahotsav, Central Sanskrit University, Jaipur in March 2024. She was invited to the California Tri-Valley Sangha in December 2023 to share her experience and release a book in California. And she was also invited as a guest to share her experience at the Muscat Women's Day celebrations by the Muscat chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And a warm welcome, ma'am. A little bit about our other founding director, Sri Vidyashankar Hoskere. Vidyashankar Hoskere is one of the founder directors of Dhaatu, has been a scriptwriter and artist of the Dhaatu Puppet Theatre since its founding years. He has funded and mentored epic classes, puppet festivals, and doll displays at Dhaatu since its very beginning. He has received formal training in the art of wood carving of puppets of Miroslav Trechner a Czech master. Spirituality has been his innate driving force, and he has explored his innermost depths and discovered, with the grace of his spiritual guru, many truths about life. His views obtain their robustness from unique personal insights drawn out of the depths of his own understanding that are reflected in his writing and lectures. Having studied and lived both in India and the US, he blends traditional wisdom effortlessly with science and contemporary language, and the result is a literature that is clear, simple, powerful, and direct. His literary expressions and eloquent expositions are refreshing and original and standalone based on his unique and uncommon vision. A warm welcome to you, sir. I would also extend a very warm welcome to scholars and experts and everyone in the audience. A welcome to a phenomenal architect, Dr. Jaisam sir, and also to Dr. Pramina Lochan ma'am, who is here with us. And thank you. Back to you, Maithili ma'am.
Thank you, Prakriti. Now I call upon the Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Director, Srimati Anupama Hoskere, to kindly render the welcome address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. A very warm welcome to all of you on this valedictory address or the valedictory function day of this historical, I must say, Pavakathakali puppet making workshop, Dhaatu, part of the Dhaatu workshop series of the Dhaatu International Puppet Festival in association with the South Zone Cultural Center of India. I welcome the director, K.K. Gopalakrishnan, who is our chief guest today, along with our other chief guest, Dr. B.V. Rajaram, who is a theatre personnel, a scholar of the theatre, and the backbone, which is of course the backbone of puppetry of any country. I also have on the dais Shri Vidyashankar Hoskere, who is the prana of all the Dhaatu works, I must say. So welcome, sir. And of course, if you prana is not enough, Sharira is also required. We have Sampath Kumar and Radha Sampath and Vadiraj, who are the different limbs of this festival, along with Srimati Bhagyalakshmi Holla. We don't have enough space on the stage, otherwise she too would have been here, and we need more people on that side too. So now, we have puppeteer, senior puppeteer, Sangeet Natak Academy awardee, Shri Dattatreya Arlikatte, present here today, who has also sent his student to be part of this workshop. Welcome, sir. And then I have Dr. Pramila Lochan, who is an artist par excellence, a curator, and who has been in many national organizations, who's here to support Dhaatu in our future work. This is just a beginning, and welcome, madam. And we have architect Jaisim, who is the source line. See, we need to do symbiosis with architecture. Art and architecture has to work together along with theatre and arts. So we are all here. And of course, a very big welcome to Ratish, without whom and his Dharmapatni, Ramya, and little children, Karthik and Karthika, and their friends, Keshav and Rukmini, without whom this workshop would not be possible. I also have Shri Sundar from South Zone Cultural Center, who is supporting the director in rendering the duties. Welcome, sir. The most important welcome is also to the students who have successfully completed this workshop, and very warm welcome to all of you students, and our guests who have returned to Bharata, very close friend Padmini, who is also an art connoisseur, and our costume maker who has supported us with that, Shri Jayashri, and also Srimati Subhadra Vadiraj, and I have to extend welcome to Maithili also, without whom no Dhaatu function goes on, and Girish of Lasya, who has supported us with all his documentation. I, in addition to welcoming, would like to say a little bit about the workshop. The exact report of the workshop will be delivered by Prakriti Hoskere. But the scenes behind this workshop is, I'm extremely grateful to Shri K.K. Gopalakrishnan. We are very lucky to have such officials of the government who are there being aware of the nation's requirements, who are so nice and support artists like us who are just busy working. We don't have time to do anything else. We are interested in work. We are interested in sharing our work. And he has brought this beautiful, made it possible. We are the Kartru, but he is the one who has he has made it possible by bringing together Ratish from Palakkad, a master craftsman, and a very acclaimed one, and a fabulous master craftsman, I must say, and you will know too when you see the works. And he has brought him to us at Dhaatu, who are passionate about our work. Once again, thank you so much. And a very special welcome. He has toured almost half of India before getting here. He was on duty in other cities, so he has moved from Khajuraho to Varanasi, Delhi to Khajuraho to Varanasi, and landed in Bangalore in just a few days to be with all of us. We really appreciate your support on this. See, one thing we understand is the press keeps saying, or somebody keeps saying, puppetry is dead in India. Hello, are you a dying art? No, we are not a dying art. We are a flourishing art. We are intangible heritage of the nation. We are the root of the nation. We are the celebration of the nation. We are the color of the nation. We are the happiness of the nation. And this workshop of Pavakathakali has just been that. It has been colors, it has been detail of sophisticated design, it has been happiness, it has been learning about our nation. We have in Bharata, Sakhi Kunde of Orissa, Chinniyata of Karnataka, and of course Pavakathakali of Kerala, and then Gulabu Sitabo of Uttar Pradesh, and in the museum now, in the Dhaatu Puppet Museum, other than the Sakhi Kunde of Orissa, which we hope to get soon, we will be having a display of all of these puppets of Bharata. And understand, there would be an explanation available for those of you who want to come and visit. The next 1 month is going to be stocked with content of all of these puppetry. How is it made? Why was the story like this? What do you appreciate in this? And the whole of the knowledge systems of these puppets will be available at the Dhaatu Puppet Museum. The products of the Pavakathakali workshop will be on display, along with their counterparts of different parts of India. Human body has only this much. We play it with our hands. Of course, as the weight proportions increase or decrease, ease of play or other control systems come into play. But we must understand that we are united in India. Our puppets may have different names. We may call it Chinniyata, they may call it Pavakathakali, somebody may call it Gulabu Sitabo, named on the characters, or Sakhi Kunde, whatever it is. Benir Putul, we also have Benir Putul of West Bengal here. But our materials may be different, our fabric may be different, our stylization may be different, our costume may be different, but we are all Bharatiyas. We all reflect, resonate, and talk the story of our motherland. We talk the story of our people. Who are we? We are our people. We talk about ourselves, our ancestors, our culture, our roots. And this project, sir, will be taking this to our children and to further generations. And I'm very happy to say we have young students who have also of serious art and puppetry, and very senior students of puppetry, and artists of genre whom you will be meeting one by one slowly. And all of these people have come together to make this Pavakathakali workshop a grand success. Now, why is it a grand success? We just got logs of wood. We got a turning machine. We turned, we did the turning part. Then we took the tools from City Market, Bengaluru, where we have also put the handles right from scratch. From the root level, we have brought it under the instruction of Sri Ritesh. And you can see the faces are here on display. The painting was instructed by him. We learnt the stylization of Kudiyatam or Kathakali partially, which is what is used in Pavakathakali. We learned the stylization of the aharya of it, and the details of it Prakriti will tell you in the workshop progress report. So now, with all of this excitement, I'm welcoming you all, and also this is not a word of thanks but a heartfelt thanks to Sri Rajaram also, and to Sri Vadiraj, who's been here day and night ensuring he's the facilitator of the workshop. It's not easy. Puppetry demands a lot of material. More than any gourmet chef you will call into your kitchen, more than that puppetry demands material. And it has been great. And I've also had the help of Sri Santosh and Chandrasekhar, who have fetched us all the material whenever we asked. They've gone to the stores and come back on time. And once again, welcome to everybody.
Thank you, Anupama, for a very apt welcome address. And now I request Srimati Prakriti Hoskere to kindly present a report on the workshop that just happened.
So, it was a very unique experience attending this workshop, a 13-day-long experience. I'll quickly run everyone through what we did in the gist of what we did in those 13 days, going day by day. And you'll also be able to visually see parts of what I'm speaking in the display down below here. Day 1 began with an inauguration of the workshop and arrival of the participants. And we had with us 3 strong, pioneering, multidisciplinary women, scholars, Srimati Dr. S.R. Leela, Professor Mamata Rao, and Dr. Pramila Lochan share with us their insights and knowledge and give us their best wishes. We then broke for lunch, followed by a gathering at the Dhaatu Puppet Museum, where all the participants had a quick lecture demonstration of what a Pavakathakali puppet is, and learned about the contrasts of the different hand puppets in different states in Karnataka, as Anupama ma'am was speaking about. And by the end of the day, they had a good idea of what the workshop entailed. Day 2 began with learning about traditional color choices attributed to different characters as per the Natya Shastra. You can see down below here, the first one is Putana, and another traditional color variation, and also maintained in traditional art forms in Kerala in Kathakali and Kudiyatam, which is what Sri Ratish Bhaskariya, my workshop instructor, thank you, is an expert at carving ornamentation for. So we learned about the different colors and paints, and we learned and practiced the basics of hand puppet play in an exercise conducted by our other instructor, Srimati Anupama Hoskere. How to hold the puppets, how to hold the hand puppets, basic hand gestures, and how to move them to traditional tala systems. We also had an introduction into carving jewelry pieces for the Pavakathakali puppets as per Kathakali costume traditions. We then continued to paint a base coat of paint onto all of the faces that you see here today, and packed up, moved on to the next day. Day 3 and 4, Ratish sir taught us step-by-step processes to carve the wood faces. So he would literally teach us to, we started off with a block of wood, and he would teach us to, it was divided, the block of wood was divided into 3 sections for the forehead, and then the nose, and then the lip and the chin, and we carved out excess mass, and that was our first activity. And then slowly he gave us guidance into carving out the eyes, nose, mouth, and the cheekbone, paying attention to the curves of the face. He also shared with us his experiences and how to hold the chisels, and how the directionality matters, and when to hold which chisel. Day 5 continued with face carving, and facial features slowly started to gain depth and character. Day 6 was painting of a second base coat. So we did alternate with painting and carving. Also, there was a little bit of a dance with the weather. So we're as not to waste time and be efficient, we were doing both simultaneously, while we had Jayashree ma'am assisting with the costumes continuously. And day 6 moved on to painting of the second base coat, followed by detail painting of the eyes, lip, the ear locks. And as you can see, there's slight differences in the design patterns of the earlocks, as well as the namas and the eyes, the expression in the eyes and the lips, but they're all the same. They all come from the same family. And those differences are attributed to the characters that the different puppets are. And days, the day continued with this. The other half of the day continued with carving. Then moving on to the end of the first week, day 7, we learned about blending enamel paints together using different brush strokes onto the faces. And the day ended in some fun stitching of traditionally shaped kondes that you see in all these 3 Veshas, 3 Vesha puppet faces. And you may imagine that the kondes were glued onto the head, but not really. Every ornament and alankara is very sturdy for hand play, and holes were actually drilled into the head, and everything has been stitched onto the wood. And day 8, we had Srimati Ramya, who taught us to make traditional bead or kalatharo or kuttigehara from the gold beads. And participants then started to continue to chisel out the back of the puppet heads to remove unnecessary wood mass. We want to make it as light as possible for puppet play. It's quite an arduous task, and it took quite some time. And then day 9, there was progress on all aspects of the puppet making. The most exciting moment was when Anupama ma'am assembled together a Pavakathakali hand puppet with all our pieces coming together. The head, hands, costume, jewelry all came together and brought the puppet alive. Day 10, valuable insights were gained on how to plan to carve out the hands from a block of wood. You can please pay attention to the different hastas, the hands on every Pavakathakali puppet, very intricately carved out by Sri Ratish Bhaskariyam, and he shared with us this expert knowledge of his. And we've also had over the week some curious visitors stop by and observe and learn about the Pavakathakali hand puppets, from residents in the area to some school children. Day 11 moved on to with joint efforts to finish and complete the puppet assembly. Day 12 saw finishing of jewelry carving and attempts to embellish them with gold foil and jewelry. That's the chest piece of jewelry carving that you can see our take at it down below. Below the Pavakathakali puppets are sample chest pieces. So that the 12 days then brought together all that you see before you, from the finished Pavakathakali puppets as well as the carved samples by all the workshop participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakriti, for beautifully summarizing the 12-day Pavakathakali hand puppet workshop. And now it's time to honor the one who instructed this beautiful workshop in a very able manner, the master puppeteer, Sri Ratish Bhaskariyam. I request him to kindly come onto the dais. Sri Ratish, master craftsman from Palakkad, Kerala, Sri Ratish Bhaskariyam. Sri Ratish Bhaskariyam, a self-taught Pavakathakali hand puppet artist, comes from a family of woodworking artists. And he got his training of drawing, woodwork, etc. And his work got him introduced to the prestigious institution Kalamandalam, and he got introduced to the costume design, etc. Thus he got his experience in costume jewelry for the Pavakathakali puppets. I request the chief guests, Dr. B.V. Rajaram and Shri K.K. Gopalkrishnan, to kindly honor him. Thank you. Sri Ratish was ably supported by his wife Ramya for the jewelry making, as Prakriti mentioned already. And now we move on to congratulating all the workshop participants on being the pioneers in knowing this art of crafting Pavakathakali hand puppets. I would like to call upon each one of them, as they will receive the certification of completion, and I would request the chief guests to kindly give them hand over the certificates. Srimati Prakriti Hoskere, she is an architect, Bharatnatyam exponent and senior puppeteer at the Dhaatu Puppet Theatre. Srimati. Yeah, Prakriti Hoskere carved the Yakshi. We have Srimati Vijayashri Umanand. She's a Bachelor of Fine Arts, textile designer, and an artist herself. And she made the puppet Rukmini. They all put in a lot of hard work and learned a lot in these 12-day period of the workshop. And I'm sure looking at all these puppets, it seemed to have been extremely rewarding. Shri Anirudh, he's a, yeah, Prakriti Hoskere. Oh, that is beautiful. And I request Prakriti to kindly point the puppet that the student would have made. Anirudh, he is an upcoming puppeteer, student of Dhaatu Puppet Patashala, training under Srimati Anupama Hoskere. And he did the puppet. Gopalaka, friend of Krishna. Next we have Sushmita, a bachelor's in electrical engineering and a MA in music from Andhra Pradesh. And she is a student who is very passionate to learn all these fine arts. Sorry? Oh, she did the beautiful Putana. Yeah. The two versions of the Putana. And yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sushmita. Sri Ramakrishna, who is a rod puppeteer from Bangalore, and he is a student of Sri Dattatreya Arlikatte. And he did the puppet Brahmana, as we see here. Okay. Oh, the Brahmana. Next we have Sri Anand Murthy, another rod puppeteer of Bangalore, mentored by Sri Dattatreya Arlikatte and Sri M.R. Srinivas. And he did the puppet Lakshmi. Yashoda. Yashoda was done by Sri Anand Murthy. Yeah, so he did Lakshmi. And lastly, we have Srimati Jayashree Rao, who helped with stitching of all the costumes that we see, the beautiful, colorful costumes that we see here, that make the puppets even more beautiful. It is now our duty to formally introduce the exemplary dignitaries on the stage, I request Srimati Prakriti Hoskere to kindly introduce them.
A warm welcome to our chief guest, Shri K.K. Gopalakrishnan, the director of the South Zone Cultural Center of Government of India, Ministry of Culture. We're very grateful, sir, for your support with Dhaatu, and sir has been instrumental in making this Pavakathakali workshop a reality and a success. And he also has been instrumental in bringing master craftsman Sri Ratish Bhaskariyam from Palakkad. And so we have to say all the participants very much enjoyed learning from Sri Ratish, who has been a very patient teacher and answered all of our questions continuously, and taught us anything that we have asked to learn with regard to this craft. He has his beautiful family with him, who are also very interested and deep into the craft, and everyone has enjoyed all four of their presence here at Dhaatu. Thank you. So back to Shri K.K. Ji, or Shri K.K. as he is fondly known as in the Indian art scenario. Shri K.K. Gopalakrishnan is a known orator of art traditions and a significant source of information for artists, scholars, media, and research students, including those from overseas countries. He is a multidisciplinary expert, being the director of SZCC on one side, being a South Zone Cultural Center, being the cultural historian scholar that he is. He's also an author, he's a photographer, and he is a passionate writer, photographer of Kerala performing arts traditions and culture, and he started writing for a host of Indian periodicals such as the Mirror magazine, Times of India Group, the Indian Express, and the Malayalam periodical Mathrubhumi Weekly at a very young age. Over the past 3 decades, he has mainly contributed to the Hindu newspapers, Sunday Magazine, Literary Review, and various editions of the Friday Review. As an eminent connoisseur and critic of the performing arts, he has written extensively on arts and issues around the culture in journals such as Sangeet Natak, which is the journal of the Central Sangeet Natak Academy, the Bhavan's Journal of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Shruti Magazine, and Nartanam Quarterly, a well-known academic journal in English for Indian art and tradition, having a global subscription including the Lincoln Library and the Smithsonian institutions. He is among a few founder life members of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kannur Center, Kerala, and a prominent educational institution in northern Kerala. He has written a multitude of articles for the Indian Horizons of the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCR, India Perspectives, a magazine of the embassies of India abroad, and chapters on arts and literature in many books. A recipient of the Tagore National Research Scholar of the Government of India, Ministry of Culture. A big round of applause, please. So I don't know if he's in the final stages of his third title on the post-independent scenario of Kuriatam to straighten the distorted history of this art. He was awarded the Senior Fellowship of the Ministry of Culture, Delhi, for a study on Nangiyar Kootu, the sole art form that KKG learned is Kalaripayattu, as the direct disciple of the late Chirakkal Chandrasekharan Gurukkal, who later became a celebrity stunt director, Chandran Gurukkal, of South India films. He's critically acclaimed Kathakali Dance Theatre, a visual narrative of sacred Indian mime, a book published by Niyogi Books, New Delhi, was respectively 3rd and 4th in Amazon sales in the categories of books on dance and theatre. He has many, many more accolades to his credit, and KKG hails from a matrilineal family, Kambalure Kottayal in Kerala, which, apologies if I'm saying it wrong, in Kerala, which patronizes Theyyam for over 3 centuries, including Theyyam and a mosque. The origin of Pottan Theyyam was also from the estate of KK family, consequent to an argument between Saint Adi Shankara and the less fortunate. We are very grateful, sir, again for your presence, having come all the way, and we request you to kindly please say a few words. Oh, and we'd also be happy to share that his book on Theyyam just got released in Delhi. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Prakriti, for the kind words. The respected guests on the dais and both the audience, talking about puppetry. It's audible? Yeah. Talking about, is it okay? Yeah. Talking about puppetry in this erudite audience on puppetry, I'm sure that I'm going to do blunders. So I don't want to expose that I'm an idiot on that aspects of the artistry, but however I like these forms very much. And as Anubhavaji mentioned, my passion and my profession also, I was fortunate to travel a lot. And a few months ago when I came here, I thought this is the best place for the puppetry workshop. There is nowhere else. Because no hall, no auditorium, nothing will give this ambience. Ambience is very, very important. That ambience. Why we call our house a home? It's a home. It's not just a building. It's a home. We feel we are very comfortable. Like that, it's a home for puppetry. So when we had a discussion on that, I had no other choice but to endorse her wishes, and we supported. And I personally feel it is our privilege to associate with such a veteran artist herself, and the root, or I can say the land of, it all, you can feel it, just like a center for puppetry. So I'm very happy to collaborate, being a person interested in performing arts. And about Radish, we know some temple, very small temple, the God is very powerful. He's only 36-year-old, if I am correct. But he has grown to that level, and we say, I'm not telling this just because I know him, but I should tell you, we have an old saying that someone grown in a fire will never fade in a sunlight. At the initial stages of his career, he can just go for the carpentry work, which gives him a fabulous income, but he had a passion to do the Kathakali costumes and Kudiyattam costumes. There are only a couple of people to do that, and he had undergone a lot of stress in his life because people influenced to cut the power supply to his workplace so that he will not do the work. The municipal panchayat issued him a notice. On the one side, they promote cottage industry, small-scale industry and everything. At a highly politically motivated, because some Western industry found a competitor in Radish that proved that he's talented. Sometimes when somebody criticizes you, that means you are getting a recognition because your presence, your work makes the other person very uncomfortable. So, any criticism or any opposition comes, that means that is a recognition in the opposite sense that our presence, our work is troubling somebody monopolying in the field. And I am very happy that in a small way I was able to support him in his initial stages. And when Anubhavaji wanted somebody, I had no other choice, but he's the only person. And one thing I noticed to him, and his mentor also was a great guru of Kathakali costuming, when he see a puppet, the measurements are registered in their mind, more or less. And I was also very happy to see that he came with the family. When we look back to Indian tradition arts, it was like a family. Wherever they go with the family, and it cannot be taught in the classroom with a blackboard. The children will help them to give some of the equipment. Slowly they do some part, clean the wood. Gradually it goes. Whenever you take any Indian art form. And on the other side, the participants of this workshop all are academically very qualified. And people may ask, are they mad to going for puppetry with this kind of education? No. That makes that you live for your passion and gradually make your passion your profession. That element I can see. That is a very big plus point of it, because many of our artists fail at the point of communication. So with somebody with a good educational setup, they are able to, communicate. That gives it a larger scenario. And once again, I thank actually Anupama ji for asking us to support this kind of cause. And they have expressed a lot of thanks to me, because no need for that, because I am paid for it. It is my job. The government of India pays a salary for me for this job. And I am doing my job. Like you work in a bank. I say bank because I was an ex-banker and I resigned to pursue my writing. So, we will see in January. We are very happy to collaborate with this, with a lot of very good vibrations. And my young colleague, Mr. Sundar Bhaskar, came from Thanjavur. He is taking care of Karnataka, and I'm sure soon he will become an artist by watching and associating with a lot of art forms. He started very interested in puppetry, and he was also, and that is the asset of our side, our staff. Whenever they go after being very familiar with this, they also become a choreographer or someone like a scholar. That's the plus point of it. I don't want to prolong my speech also. And once again, thank you all the participants. I congratulate Radish. Actually, had he sit back home, he should have been making more monetary wise, but he had a commitment to the society. And puppetry is perhaps among the oldest art tradition, because in Orissa, I think 6,000 years tradition has been found out about this puppetry. And that means, as she said, though very few people take it up, if it can survive for 6,000 plus years, I'm sure for the coming 6,000 years, the base is strong, nothing to worry. There will be people like a few like the 10 members of the workshop, or artists like Radish to support amid all the, oppositions or discomfort atmosphere. And once again, I wish all the best to everybody, and thank you to Dhaatu, everyone here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, KKG sir, for your kind words. An introduction to our other chief guest, Dr. B.V. Rajaram sir. He has been the director of Rangayana, the prestigious theatre institute in Mysore. He was also the chairman of the Karnataka Natak Academy. He is known for directing and acting plays, including Kala Gangotri and Mandra, Mysuru Mallige, to name a few. He has received the awards Bellari Raghava Award for his contribution to theatre, amongst a few. He has also been the former deputy director of the Veterinary and Animal Husbandry in Bellari. He currently is the member of the Central Sangeet Natak Academy, and he is a friend of Dhaatu. We are very grateful to you, sir, for taking time out and being with us here today. Please, sir, a few words from you.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲ? ಗುಡ್. ಸಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲನ್ಜಿ, Padmashri Anupamaji and Sri Vidya Shankar and Mr. Sampath and Mrs. Sampath and Vadirajji. I am happy that a workshop is being done. See, normally these traditional arts go with family only, as you said. When the senior artist goes, the whole art is lost. Like Ayurveda. In India, Ayurveda, there were very great physicians. They can cure any diseases. And they used to get leaves and all the things from forests and all that. And the whole knowledge of preparing the medicine was with the top man, the doctor. When he goes out, he doesn't teach his son also. Or he doesn't teach to others. Nobody. So the whole knowledge, the vast knowledge, the experience, everything goes off. But I'm very happy that a workshop is being done to prepare dolls, to perform puppets. No? Thank you, Mr. Ritish. See, I have seen over hundreds of performing groups. I've traveled with them. I worked with them. They just have their puppets and perform. Leather puppets are also there, marionettes are there, glow puppets and many other. Sutrada Bombay, Salake Bombay, everything is there. But they have their own dolls with them and they perform and their stories and everything is gone. But it is, Dhaatu has taken a very big step. I told them, they have made a workshop whereby they can create a puppet and learn how to costume them, ornaments, and as well as perform. This is very important. That goes to the future generation. That is what we need. The younger generation should learn and propagate this art to other generation. It should go generation to generation. And like an young artist, Ritish has done a great job by coming over to here and teaching our artists who have experience also, because it is needed. And just an ordinary student cannot understand the artistic features or costuming or coloring, anything. They won't understand. A man who has some experience in puppetry, some experience in art, some experience in theatre, he can understand how best a doll can be or a puppet can be made or performed. So I am very happy. I am thankful to Mr. Ritesh for having come and helped our students or master puppeteers to learn things and do the job. Dhaatu is taking a very big step in Karnataka. And Anupamaji is touring all over the world. That is another point, plus point. See, our many artists have performed, they are very great, they have got awards and everything. But going out and expressing ourselves in their language, English or any other language, is very important. Most of our puppeteers are local. That means they know very well the local language, they sing, they make wonderful voices and all that. But how to explain our great history of puppet stories to others, it needs a good vocabulary and a presentation skill which Anupamaji has, and that is why the government of India has ably presented her the award, Padmashri Award. It's a very great honor to Karnataka to have a puppetry with a Padmashri Award. That's very great. So we have this leather puppets. Ballari, there is one. There was ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಲಿ, and in Chikmagalur and Chitradurga, in many other places there are hundreds of small leather puppet groups which perform, but they are limited to their own areas. We have to cater to the world. So to cater to the world means we know the in breadth, in length and in depth all the knowledge of making puppet, costuming, coloring and performing, and with beautiful stories. I am happy that I have been seeing plays on stage. It was earlier stories. They made the stories into a performance. But this Kalidasa, great playwright, great Indian playwright, Kalidasa's play is on stage. That is very important. See, performing in a stage with Dhaatu style is very different. Because it is almost a stage with the lighting, with characters performing on stage is something very different, because we have not seen that. We have seen a great, even the human-sized puppets performing in town hall. That is from some other country. We had that scene. They perform like that. So I am very happy that I am here to see even the museum. It is a great collection of puppets from all over the world, and variety, and their shape, their colors, their masks, everything is different. So Mandala has housed a very good museum whereby people can come and understand what is puppetry, and that is important. See, we are open to public. Anyone can come and just see, understand, learn, participate. That is important. It is not a closed circle. See, that is important. So she is teaching youngsters, and museums are there, and students come and they all learn it. And there is a future in Karnataka. Future of puppetry through Anupama Hoskere and Vidyashankar. We thank him for providing this good ambience. Sir, you should thank him. Vidyashankar. He is an architect. He is the man. He is the man. And all the credit is going to her. He is the man. ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ನೇಚರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್. ನೋ, see the grass, see the greenery. That gives you wonderful life. No, that is the thing. And all thanks goes to him. Yeah. And he was expressing his feeling. Whatever I build, they take it over. He was telling that. Okay. And they are making use of it. No? And they are promoting it. So that is important. You prepare, sir, if you are a good area, and they promote it. Okay? That's good. So I am very happy to see that. See, if there is a coordination between the family, coordination. The wife is interested in puppetry and the husband is not interested. He is just cool. It doesn't work. It doesn't go. See here, Ritish has come with the family. Mr. Gopal Krishnan correctly expressed that each one of them will learn in a few days or a few years. Yes, my father was doing like this. And they learn through that family skill that goes there. That is India's greatest skill of perpetual craftsmanship. That is the India's greatest. See, we see in different states, they make saris, they make craftsmanship. It is all from family traditions. Normally they are not there. They want to go to work. They want to go to work and earn money, but this skill will be lost. So I am very happy that, and Premilaji is here, and she is an art critic, and she will critic nicely. That's very wonderful. I am very happy that she is here. And our friend Dattatreya and Anand Murthy, they are all my co-artists in All India Radio. We have performed. And I am very happy to be here and see the museum and the very good atmosphere. And there are many stages. Here is one performance area, there is one performance area, and small performance areas in the museum where the children can learn how to play the glow puppet or the string puppet or the other puppets, leather puppet. Everything is arranged very nicely. See, this is wonderful. When I have toured Kerala, see, there is a half an hour performance of Kathakali or anything they performance to tourists. They give small auditoriums, about 25 or 50, wherever we go in a bus and all that, they give a performance. I was very impressed. So like that, Anupamaji can give wonderful performances to others, foreigners who can see, and they go with rich memories. I am thankful to Anupamaji and Vidyashankarji for all this thing, and Mr. Gopal Krishnan, he has ably supported the South Zone. See, we need such a director, a dynamic director, who go everywhere and see what is there, what is the Indianness, where we can promote what is necessary. See, just showing a photo, just showing building some files doesn't work. It needs hard work. 10 to 12 days of one workshop has yielded so many puppets. And I thank the other students also to continue this rich experience and give it to somebody else, some new generation. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rajaram sir, for your thoughtful and jovial words. And so the South Zone Cultural Center's mandate is to preserve indigenous art traditions of southern India. And this workshop, we believe truly has done its part in doing justice to this mandate. And we also believe in it, and again, our gratitude to Sri KKG. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce our guest of honor, Sri Vadiraj Meghalal, who is here with us today and been the workshop facilitator for Dhaatu. He has been here with us before every participant has arrived and waited till after the last participant has left and helped us with all our needs and joined in the workshop where he can. We're grateful to you. About Sri Vadiraj Meghalal. He has an MS in industrial engineering with over 2 decades of rich and wide-ranging experience in setting up and leading plant operations. He has held senior management positions, including on the board of directors in Intiva and Parts River Technologies. He has been operations leader with demonstrated results in establishing as well as leading significant capacity expansions in leading MNCs, which are global leaders in their industries such as AMP, Purolator, Male, Intiva and Intiva products, and many more. As a consultant, he has helped and advised companies such as Lombardini India Private Limited and Greaves Cotton Limited. He has been a core team member of teams that have won the Golden Peacock Award for Innovation from the Government of India. A round of applause to Sri Vadiraj Meghalal. Thank you, sir. Would you please share a few words of your experience with the audience and our guests here today?
Namaskara. It's been a real honor and privilege, actually, to be working with Padma Shri Anupama as well as Vidyashankar. Okay. So I must say, in spite of all the experience that I've had, whether across India or abroad, being associated with Dhaatu and, of course, the Hoskere family, including Prakriti, Divya, Vedas, this has been the most fulfilling part rather than all the companies, whether it was in India or abroad. And, I'm really also grateful that I've had this opportunity to spend my advanced years in a useful way. And in particular, this workshop, I really enjoyed. It was really fulfilling. In fact, as part of the Dhaatu workshop series, so along with the South India Culture Association and Dhaatu, it's been a remarkable experience. If you really see, you have very young to, reasonably senior people. You know, it's a wide range, age range, and you know, all very experienced and all very well educated. It was very refreshing to see the kind of camaraderie or the interaction. It was really enjoyable, and it went so well, I think, because of the teamwork and the interactions that they had and the group that they had. And I think they enjoyed, at least my assessment is they thoroughly enjoyed what they did, and I think that reflects in the outcome, you know. So, like I said, as part of this workshop series, as well as the regular puppet festivals and the Dhaatu Mahotsava and the training programs, so as long as I'm able, I hope to be able to you know, spend the rest of my life working towards this fulfilling objectives that they have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vadiraj, for sharing your experience. I now request Dhaatu International Puppet Festival 2025 Festival Director, Shri Vidyashankar Hoskere, to kindly say a few words.
Well, I'll not say too much because I myself am sleepy. Forget about you. So thank you for coming, and thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for making the workshop happen. It is, you know, I have done this carving workshop in Prague with Anu and another classmate of ours, Shobha Raj. We did, 3 of us stayed for 2 weeks in Prague. And morning 9 to evening 9 we used to do for 3 weeks. And we created a full puppet with the costume and everything. And after that we created the puppet show also, and then we played the puppet show itself. So it was nice. So anyway, and thanks for talking about this creation. There's one key that was given to me by Jaisim. He's a very senior architect. And, you know, he's a great inspiration for so many people. When he came here first time some 4 or 5 years, 3 or 4 years ago maybe, he said, for heaven's sake, don't build. He's like, what you have to do is just house the thing. You have to house something. Somehow the rain will fall. You should know the rain will fall. But somehow you have to drive the water away to enough space so that you can do your stuff. That's all. So he said, don't build. So after that, we've been struggling not to build and somehow house things. So it was a key that he gave me, which he may not remember. But anyway, it was also in line with what I was thinking. So luckily, you know, it worked out fine. So thank you all, and thanks for coming.
Thank you, Vidyashankar. Now it's time to honor the dignitaries who have taken their time and also shared their words of wisdom at this event. And I request the Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Director, Shri Vidyashankar Hoskere, and Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Secretary, Shri Sampath Kumar, to kindly honor the chief guest for this evening. Shri K.K. Gopalakrishnan. He is the director of South Zone Cultural Center, Thanjavur. Dr. B.V. Rajaram, renowned theatre personnel from our own Bengaluru, Karnataka. And then we have our guest of honor, Shri Vadiraj Meghlal, who has been the program facilitator at Dhaatu. Yes.
Raja.
Last but not the least is the time for vote of thanks. I request Dhaatu International Puppet Festival Director, Padma Shri Srimati Anupama Haskare, to kindly render the vote of thanks.
Namaskara again. Generally, during programs, if there is a program after that, we do not sing the Mangalam. So this vote of thanks is only comma, not full stop. Because Dhaatu International Puppet Festival performances and seminar are going to continue. For those of you watching this, we now have the Pavakathakali puppets on display. You're most welcome to visit the Dhaatu Puppet Museum at Mandala Cultural Center and take a look and understand these beautiful puppets of Bharata. This will go on for the next 1 month or more. Next 3 months probably is what it's going to be. Now on January 3rd morning, we have a seminar on materials for puppetry. As you're understanding, we have, if you go to Dehradun, we have pine and many kinds of pine. Then we have balsa, and then there is also influx of paper mache which is coming into puppetry. And then we have shalmali, which is bombax cotton. We have shivani, Shiva Honne, as Datta said it. And then we have buruga, which I already said. And then we have also kumil, correct? Kumil, which is in Kerala. So these materials, if you take it, the density of the material as it increases, it becomes heavy. That means less termite infestation. But it is ergonomically not possible for us to play these puppets. So for us, we need a little fibrous, low density wood. And we need to see on how to, one of the reasons we don't see so many puppets is because the preservation of this wood is forgotten as the old technology we have forgotten. In Karnataka, we've had many methodologies of preserving this. That would be one thing, different kinds of wood. And there are also modern materials. Let us go to the other end of the spectrum, which is a 3D printer. So we are also going to explore how to do 3D printing of the puppets so that we can have puppetry available to whole of India, to whoever wants it. It should be available to us. In between, many materials are there. And we are also looking at the black theatre where you have the black lights or the UV lights working, that is also there. So this is on January 3rd morning. And then in the afternoon, we will have a road show of different puppeteers. 100 puppeteers are coming to Bengaluru. And this is also being supported by the South Zone Cultural Center. So we have the banners of the different puppeteers, the states of the different puppeteers, the puppeteers themselves, and the puppets. It's all going to start in this Pushkarani, with everybody dancing to one song and then moving on to the streets here with a round on the streets, telling the world, here is Indian puppets. And it's a very exciting thing. We have done they've done it many times. So our counterparts in different parts of the world keep asking, you still have the roadshow? So please join us for the roadshow on January 3rd, Friday at 4 p.m. starting from Mandala and ending at Mandala, which leads on to the lighting of the lamps by all the puppeteers of Bharata to continue the puppetry of the country. And then we have the inaugural session with a very large production of a puppet show from Bengaluru, followed by, this year we are being supported in addition to the South Zone Cultural Center for the performances by the Austrian Embassy, thanks to our secretary Shri Sampat Kumar, who has done all the homework in easing us out of any work, and thank you sir again for that. So we have Austria coming in, and then we have states of Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, being supported by South Zone Cultural Center, Tamil Nadu, South Zone Cultural Center, and then we have West Bengal, and then we have Rajasthan, and we have a few from Karnataka, and Prakriti, I'm blanking out on the other states, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra. We have 2 shows from Maharashtra, and these are all puppeteers who have been carrying on, and also Hyderabad we have one, I mentioned that. So some of them are contemporary, some of them are modern Indian, some of them are extremely traditional, beautiful puppets, and we learn from each other. See, India has always been a nation where we learn from each other. Knowledge is primary, we come, we go, but the knowledge stays, and the knowledge in India is not frozen. See, even what we call as tradition is not frozen. This is the beauty of our country, and all of this you can see January 3rd, 4th and 5th. Please do join us there. And I, from the bottom of my heart, thank the auspicious beginning of this month-long Dhaatu International Puppet Festival, which has happened with this workshop. Thank you, Shri K.K. Gopalakrishna ji, for this support. Thank you, Ratish and family, for facilitating this. Thank you, Shri Dr. B.V. Rajarao, for coming here and supporting us. We need the support. Let us not kid ourselves. We need all the support we can get. We need all the people who will support us, or support art, not the humans. Humans come and go. You have to support the art and enjoy the art. And I'm very grateful to the students who have come and enjoyed every day. And I must say, the lunch was very nicely provided by Rajasthan Sweets of Talgatpura, which gave us fantastic 4-course meal every single day, without fail, with a variety of food. And we have us just joining us, Dr. Vedas Hoskere, please come. And he's also been great instrumental in building up Dhaatu puppetry with his insights from many years ago. And thank you, Srimati Radha Sampath, for being there, and being there with all the hospitality requirements. Because happy people contribute happy art. And Vadiraj, again, thank you so much. Maithili, heartfelt thanks. Prakriti, my right hand, we should not thank ourselves, but it is important to thank family and Divya Hoskere, who is supported in and out of this workshop. And then, thank you, Jayashri, for costume so much, and we will keep working with you. This is just a beginning, and what luck, she lives close by. And Bhagya, thank you again. See, every schools come, they have come here to see this work. They come in huge numbers. And Vadiraj, Bhagya and I are there. Sometimes Susmita has joined us, Anirudh has joined us. Thank you, all of you. We just work like a family, and we take care to impart knowledge about whatever is here to everybody who comes and is interested. And then thank you Anand Murthy and Ramakrishna, and thank you Datta for supporting this workshop. When I called Datta and said, see, if nobody wants it, what shall we do? Right? So we have gratitude to Datta and Srinivas also, M.R. Srinivas, M.R. Ranganath Rao son, who has sent. And we had also Ramesh, who came from Kasargod. He was here with us for a few days. And Ritish's hands, hastas, are now world famous. Because we have not seen in a long time. In old puppets, we saw these hastas. Even we don't have such beautiful hastas. So mission impossible has been made possible by him and you. Thank you. Because we were really looking at that. And, thank you so much for that. And we'll pursue this. See, without doing work, nothing happens. And I have a request for all the participants. The motto, this is all we want. What is? Each one teach one. And you come and tell us we have taught. And we are very happy. And we will also inform to our ministry and to the director that this has happened. And this is the giving of our country. We always share knowledge. And thank you, Girish, for steadily being there with no one phone call, and then he has done his job, and he's always available to us for anything that we may add or want. And thank you, Shri Sundar, for communications, correspondence, and all on time. See, it is very important. Time is very precious because we have to facilitate so much, and all of this has come together. And thank you, Dr. Pramila Lochan, the critic, and the supporter and the artist. We had a beautiful inaugural session by Dr. S.R. Leela and she and Mamata from, Professor Mamata from NID. So these are brains which will produce with the craftsmanship, passion of ours and the brains of theirs and the knowledge systems and the support, we are unbeatable pretty much. So thank you. And I think I have to thank, most important, I have to thank Mandala Cultural Center and Mandala Ventures and Sri Vidya Shankar Hoskere, who has silently, I will just come and say something is not okay, immediately he ensures it is done. And he's been very, very generous in spirit because he's also busy. But despite his busyness, he has done whatever is required and supported us not just with the area but also with the staff to run this workshop, because we need people. We need people to do many things here other than the artist learning. So maintenance, thank you so much for that maintenance and a positive attitude and support. And little children, I have to say, Ramya, thank you for coming and being with us and teaching us the beadwork of it. And Karthik and Karthika have been an integral part. And before I forget, I request Keshav and Rukmini is sleeping, please come and receive your memento. Please come. Keshav, come on stage, because they've all been there observing what has been done. They had a parallel own construction going on beside with their own skills of building, and they have seen and learned, and they have been fondly called teacher. Come. So I think we will call it a day. Yes. And please join us for the Dhaatu International Puppet Festival 2025. And Shubha Ratri, Shubha Sanjay.
Last but not the least, I would like to thank Anupama, of course, because everybody has done a wonderful job. Without her, there would not have been anything else for anything to do. So thank you, Anupama.